Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Flushed out right. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
From midfield, here's Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw, it's Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Niners sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Lance, that's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
Watson on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run on first down. Felton. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Now Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. On first down, Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 2nd and 15 now. Lance. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the 50, it's Watson. And his throw is incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Watson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, The open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Lance looking to throw it. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Ben Mason, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Myles Garrett able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. $39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 40 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Breaking through to drop him, that's Perrion Winfrey. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now he steps away. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Watson, this complete to David Bell. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Now Watson, he's going to back away and call a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st down, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, they set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, it's Watson. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give right side. Felton. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This one hauled in by Sample. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and the lead will hold at 10. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
From just shy of midfield, Lance. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off of play action, here's Lance. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Cleveland offense making their way out. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Here's Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
2nd and 11. Watson now to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To the air yet again, Watson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Here's Watson. This caught out left by Bell. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Felton. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Felton. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he's got room. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And Lance going to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On 2nd down, Felton. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's caught by Bryant. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Lance now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd down and 7. To throw, it's Lance. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down. First down, here's Mitchell. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Lance to throw it. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Throwing his Lance on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw. Watson. He'll get this to Bell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sione Takitaki. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. The ball comes out. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now Watson throws another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Throwing on first down is Lance. He'll get this complete to Charlie Werner. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Lance. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Play action, now it's Lance. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Lance now to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Out now Andrew Mevis for the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Mevis knocks this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. Now Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Watson. This is caught. It's Woods. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Watson to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. The York on now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll indeed take a knee. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Niners, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.